Hi everyone, and welcome to another video of our van build series. In this video, I will cover the installation of the solar panels. I didn't take any video footage of the installation itself, unfortunately, so I will just outline the steps I went through. It's actually hard taking video whilst doing the work. Credit to those that are able to achieve this. They have my highest respect. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Also, I'd very much appreciate it if you hit the like button. It doesn't cost anything, and it lets me know creating this series is being appreciated and gives me inspiration to do better. Your comments would also be appreciated. I'm happy to clarify anything that you'd like to know more about. When I purchased the van, I had in mind using OEM roof rails so that I could utilize them for the awning and solar panels. For the solar panels, I needed brackets that would both fit the roof rails and wouldn't be in the way of the Fiamma awning I wanted to use. As such, I chose the Hein Sprinter tower brackets. They are a little pricey, but were perfect for what I wanted to achieve. For the solar panels, I originally planned on using 3 100-watt panels. However, with improvements in technology, I was able to get Renogy 175-watt panels, which gives me a total of 350 watts for the same footprint. I would recommend going with the largest size wattage panels that you can have space for. There are two things that impact how long you can stay off grid: how much battery capacity you have and how much charging capacity you can achieve. So if you don't have the roof space, go with a bigger battery. If you do have the roof space, go with more solar panel wattage so that you can charge a smaller battery quicker. To support the panels, I went with 80/20 aluminium extrusion, or aluminum so as not to confuse our American audience. The Heinz brackets are designed to slot into the 80/20, making it a simple install. This is the first time I've come across 80/20 and was surprised by just how heavy it is, given how it is touted as being the lightweight material of choice by a lot of van builders. To connect the panels to 80/20, I used T-bolts that slot into the extruded channel. I first assembled everything on the ground. My plan was to join the two panels together so that they were one big component and slide them onto the mounting brackets. But this proved difficult, and my experience of just having installed the awning, I didn't want to go through the exercise of managing such a large cumbersome piece at that height again. So I decided to take them up onto the roof in two pieces and reattach them together up there. In practice, this made it a really simple install. Each panel was bolted to its own 80/20 bar. This in turn allowed me, with the help of my wife, to slide the 80/20 onto the Heinz brackets, which were kept loose in the OEM channels. Then once both panels were in place, I could join them together with the joining bracket I made and tighten them down into the OEM roof rails once I was satisfied with their final position. Things to take note of when positioning: I have two max air fans, so I needed to make sure that the panels didn't impair their operation. I also had to keep them clear of the awning so there was no chance of rubbing as the van flexes. And I had to allow clearance so that I can occasionally check if any of the connections have come loose from vibration. For the electrical connections, I have the panels wired in parallel going through a 32 amp breaker. This also doubles as an isolator if I need to work on anything inside the van, as the solar is always energized. My panels generate about 20 to 25 amps in full sunlight. From the breaker, I had them going into a DC to DC charger that charges the battery. I've gone with an EnerDrive DC to DC battery charger. A drawback is that the charger only accepts one input at a time, meaning it switches to the highest of two sources. So if I'm driving, it will only take charge from the alternator as it supplies about 40 amps. Ideally, I'd like to prioritize charging off the solar and only charge from the alternator if needed. Solar is free, right? Or even better, charge off both simultaneously. I'm not sure, but I believe Vitron have a DC to DC charger that can do this. If someone can confirm, please share in the comments. For most cases, having 350 watts of solar is more than adequate for running electrical items. The only time I'd like more is after using the induction cooktop, as it chews through the juice quickly and can take a while to recharge after use. most times after running the fridge, lights and TV and boiling the kettle. The 200 amp hour battery is depleted to between 70 and 80%. It takes the good part of a good day of sunlight to bring it back to 100%. Rainy days or during winter I can't achieve a full charge. Driving, I can replenish the battery in a couple of hours. It's surprising how much power you can still get on cloudy days too. During a day of use, I have rarely gone below 60%. So again, more solar wattage is better than more battery capacity. Getting that battery charged up quickly is the priority. The only time more capacity would be beneficial is during those times where it's been raining all week, or during winter when the sun is at a lower angle so charging is less efficient. But thankfully here in Australia, those periods are far and few between. Hope you enjoyed that. If you liked it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also, please subscribe if you haven't already. You should also check out our previous videos. In the next video, I will go through the building of the bed. Bye for now.